Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy, and do you want to easily improve the look of your engine bay with Dinan? I'll show you how. All right, y'all, so this is gonna be a very simple project today, but let me explain it before we jump into the car here really quickly, because this is going to be a part of the entire Dinan Earning the Badge series here on my G87 M2. Now, if you're not familiar with that, you're like, who's Dinan and what do you mean, earn the badge? Let me explain. So Dinan has been an unbelievable partner to BMW for many, many years. I've been a fan since I was a little kid. And all Dinan products have a point value. So whether you're doing suspension or performance or appearance, they all have a point value. And usually when you cross about 10 points, you actually earn the Dinan badge. You can't buy it. You can't just go out and order it. You actually have to earn it by point value. Then, once you get it, you put it back on the left-hand side of your trunk to have a Dinan badge to BMW. I've been such a big fan of them for so long. I know I always double take when I see a car with a Dinan badge, because to me, that means that owner has really put in extra time to make that car special. They've put in upgrades. They've upgraded throughout the car. Now, in this case, this is a very, very simple upgrade, but it keys into others. We're going to be doing their awesome carbon fiber engine cover today. This is a very quick and simple install. It's really easy to do. I'm going to walk you through it. But the other thing, because it's so distinct and its design is very different, it fits in to other pieces that might be going under the hood later and be part of this video series. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to take our strut braces off first. We'll start there. Let's get underneath the hood. All right, so let's jump in here. This is actually a really quick install. Shouldn't take very long. This will work for any M2, M3, or M4. So the first thing you're going to do is take off these corner plastics up at the top. They have little hooks at the back. You just undo the little twist lock and lift and pull them off on both sides. The passenger side has a hose that routes through the track, so make sure that you pull that hose out before you pull the cover off. So once that cover's off, you can take the corner plastics off here and here on both sides. You're going to have plastic expanded rivets here, 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 all the way around. Pull those up, and then you can pull these covers off on both sides very, very easily. So as you can see, you have those plastic expanding rivets where you pull out the center post, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these covers will come off completely. Now, one thing to note, because of the changes of my suspension, I don't have my adaptive suspension cable plugged in here anymore, which is why I just pulled these straight off. If you still have this cable plugged in, you can just kind of feed it up, back that cable a little bit just to get them out of the way so you can get to the bolts. In the M2's case, this cover partially covers the nuts that we want to get here, the 4 on each side, where in the M3s and M4s you have a little bit more space, and so you can potentially get to the nuts with just shifting this plastic cover. Okay, so go ahead and get those off. We're going to take the engine braces off next. All right, so next up is the OEM engine brace. It's in 2 parts, one across the back, this V through the middle. You have one bolt here in the center. It's usually a 10mm bolt. It might be slightly different. It might be a 12. I've changed my bolts so they're a little bit different. You'll have to forgive me. And then out here you have 13mm nuts all the way around. You've got 8 13mm, and then this just lifts straight up and off. You just lift it up off these posts and it comes up and away, because this pins down your engine cover. You can't get it off without taking this brace off. So you just need to take off both sides really easily. Just lift it up and off here like that. And then we're going to lift our cover up off next. All right, so with the braces out of the way, you just take your cover, just pop it up and lift up and off. There's rubber feet on the bottom. And what you're going to be looking for is on the bottom of this cover, there's big rubber grommets right here. Now, I've already pulled mine out. You just pull that rubber donut out. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be transferring those to the new cover. Now, one other thing, and if you couldn't tell already, mine's missing. You have the BMW logo right here that we're going to transfer. So on the back, there are little metal aluminum fingers that are folded over to help keep this in place. Now, this is not strong at all. So more often than not, when you pry those little fingers back, even if you're gentle, you're probably going to break the fingers off. Don't panic, it's not a big deal. What you can do is you can put some 3M tape on the back of your M symbol here to put it on the new cover. It's not a big deal. So don't worry if you break them. Okay, so go ahead and get this off, get the rubber grommets out, and go ahead and get your M logo off. All right, so you can see here with the new cover, here are those rubber grommets that came out. They only go in one direction. You're just gonna squeeze them and get those set into place. Now, do be careful. I mean, carbon fiber is strong, but don't apply crazy amounts of pressure on it, right? So they should slide in very, very easily. What I'll usually do is I'll just pinch them a little bit to get them past this opening, and then just slowly kind of half push, half roll them into place. And this will help keep your engine cover in place once you actually get it set back onto the engine. Now, when you look at it and you flip it over, you can see where your badge is going to go. So go ahead and put your badge here. In my case, I've broken the fingers off. So I'm gonna back my badge with some 3M tape and then just press it down into place, and then we can set the cover on. I told you this was an easy project. So with your badge transferred just like that, you just simply slide it back into place. So you're gonna see where it fits over your oil cap right there. And that front grommet should just press down really nicely. Back grommet presses down, front grommet presses down, just like that. We're good to go. Yeah, that looks really good. And that is so much better than the OEM, which is not all that great. So, man, I love this. This looks really, really good. All right, so I'm gonna get that settled down really nicely, and then we're gonna put our strut braces back on. All right, yeah, so what I've done is I've laid my strut bars back in here. They're just laying here for now. If you look at the video description, I'll have the torque values for the 13mm nuts on each end and the post here in the front. I love the way this looks. This is such a very distinctive difference from the OEM cover. I love the fact that it maintains the M badge and also has the Dinan D embossed into the carbon fiber in the back. Now, one quick addition that I've had to do, you know, I have an aftermarket intercooler, so this front wiring harness is in a slightly different position. It's slightly forward over the OEM. If you have the OEM one, this harness is going to sit back a little bit and the cover will sit down over the top of this harness. In my case, but since the harness sits out a little bit further, it wanted to interfere with the cover, didn't want to sit quite straight with this wiring harness. So all I did was pull it off the two little hooks right here and just slid it forward and down ever so slightly. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to hit anything. It's held in place just fine. Won't be a problem. But now the cover sits straight. All right, so then once you get those nuts back on, you'll take your covers on each side, slide them back into place, put those expanding rivets back in, slide your back plastics back in. They go into the back and come down, turn those little twist locks. Your engine's back together and you're good to go. Well done. All right, y'all, all done. So go ahead and clean and put your tools away. And like I said, this is a very simple, straightforward project, something you can easily do yourself. And it's just a part of the Dinan Earning the Badge series. I am really grateful to Dinan, not only for the company, but the really cool products they make and how they all tie in together, and a very, very distinct look. I'm excited to have this in my car. Please make sure to click like and subscribe. It makes a genuine difference to my channel, and I would truly appreciate it. It really does make a difference. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.